Thank you very much. Thank you, Harvey. A special thank you to my wife, Anya, and our two children, Kale and Selah, for all their support. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to be named Liberal candidate for our riding of Banff-Airdrie in next year's federal election. I'm truly excited to take on the incredible amount of hard work to build support for the Liberal Party for my campaign. This riding is a very special one. It comes with a lot of responsibility to adequately represent it. If you think about all the components and the diversity of this riding, we're stewards of our most iconic national park, Banff National Park, and its watersheds. In Canmore, yesterday I was at the celebration of our Olympic and Paralympic athletes. It's the highest concentration of Olympic athletes living and training in the town in Canmore. Further downstream of the mighty Bow River, we have the hamlet of Exshaw. It produces all the cement for southern Alberta and the prairies. Our riding is within the traditional territory of the Stoney Nakoda First Nation. Here, through our foothills, an incredible natural gas resource, currently producing enough natural gas to heat several million homes. Here in Cochrane, long history in the forest product sector. East of here, we have the vibrant city of Airdrie. Houses some 12,000 families working directly or indirectly in our very important resource sector. Not to mention the abundant number of entrepreneurs and their own small businesses in Airdrie. North of Airdrie, surrounded by thousands of acres of rich agricultural land, is Crossfields. It truly is an amazingly diverse and important ride. I've had the opportunity to live abroad on 3 different occasions. For school, for work, to travel much of the world, and I can say with complete confidence that this is the most amazing place to live. The most amazing place to work, to raise a family, and to play. And so I think it deserves a very strong voice in Ottawa. A voice that brings our concerns, our priorities, and most importantly, our solutions to Ottawa. And I'd like to emphasize the to Ottawa, because part of the reason I've decided to jump into this is I've become extremely tired of only getting messages from Ottawa. We need representation that brings our ideas back to Ottawa. Of course, today is only the first step. There's a lot of work ahead, so I would like to take a couple of minutes to just let you know why I feel that I can pursue this opportunity to serve the riding as a Member of Parliament, and why I feel I'm qualified. First, I think a very critical issue that we face across Canada, and especially in our riding here, is the number of families and individuals that are struggling to actually make ends meet every month. It's incredible, even though we are in a very wealthy part of the world, how many families are really having a tough time to make it work. And I feel that there's a real opportunity to shift that, to focus in on young families so that they have a real opportunity. I grew up in a middle-class family. My father came to Canada from Oklahoma. My mother came from Germany. They arrived with very little, 2 duffel bags and an education. And through an incredible amount of hard work, they lived within their means. They were frugal with their money. They invested wisely, but they worked really hard to create opportunities for my younger sister and I, opportunities to participate in sports, to get outdoors, and to do well in school. And it's that hard work that I was taught. The challenge is many families are not in a position to actually create those same opportunities, despite working extremely, extremely hard. And so we need to actually put in place tax policy that reduces taxes for those families that need it most, and targeted investments for those families that need it most. I don't have all the answers in there, but I know when we engage with those families, we can come up with those solutions. Related, of course, to success and prosperity for all the middle class is jobs, and jobs in the economy. We are a resource-based economy. It's an incredibly important economy, but we're we actually are finally realizing that our economic performance is completely tied and integrated with our environmental performance. That if we're not successful in addressing some of our big environmental challenges, we're going to continue to lose trust with people. Our resource economy is only as good as our ability to get those resources to market. So we need the infrastructure, pipelines, to get our resources to market. But we have lost public trust. We've lost trust internationally because we're not fulfilling our commitments to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. We've lost our trust with many landowners. We've lost our trust with First Nations that have to host those pipelines that go through their traditional territories. We've lost trust of many young people that are saying, my future economy is dependent on how good we do on the environment today. I believe I can help rebuild that trust. I worked in the nonprofit energy and environment sector for over 15 years. I ran the Pembina Institute for 7 years. It was my job to raise awareness about some of the key challenges we face, and then bring together industry, other nonprofits, and government, get them in a room and say, how can we actually solve some of these things? How can we make progress in this area? And we made some good progress. We have an incredible amount of hard work to do. And so through my efforts, I'm hoping to continue to solve some of those challenges, to find ways of basically using our market to unleash a whole bunch of innovation, get our engineers, our entrepreneurs, our businessmen and women to actually solve some of these challenges. Unfortunately, to date, the past 8 years, I feel the government has really had no interest in building that trust, in actually engaging with people and trying to find true solutions. And that connects to my third key priority, is how do we actually improve our democracy? How do we improve how we make decisions in Ottawa? Because over the past 8 years, what we have seen is muzzling of scientists. We've seen omnibus bills because we don't actually want to debate some of these tough issues. We've lost touch with people. We've been left with members of parliament that they just keep bringing us, they're basically a messenger. They bring us the messages for the week, opposed to actually bringing our solutions back. And so I want to make sure that we actually engage people in democracy. And that is my commitment to everyone in this riding. From the glaciers and the lakes above Lake Louise, right through to Airdrie and Crossfield, how do we actually engage people, get people involved in politics, in decision making, bring those concerns and those passions and dreams to Ottawa. The biggest challenge I have, of course, is we're in a riding that has a long history of not voting Liberal. I'm going to work really hard to change that. I'm going to reach out to everybody and earn people's votes, earn people's trust. I'm going to do the door-to-door hard work to get there. I'm a father of 2 wonderfully crazy children. I have a wonderful wife. I was trained as an engineer. I am wired to find solutions. I'm a businessman. I work in the energy sector building multi-million-dollar renewable energy projects across Canada. I understand the value of nonprofit organizations and the service that they provide our communities. But most importantly, I'm passionate about understanding different perspectives, understanding people, stepping into anybody's shoes and really trying to understand their point of view. We're not always going to agree, but I think we will get to better, I know we will get to better solutions if we actually bring together the different perspectives. And so I want to be your voice for this riding, for tax policy and investments that help those families that need it most. I want to be your voice to ensure that our resource sector addresses some of the big environmental challenges we face. And I want to be your voice to ensure that we have a democracy that is inclusive, that engages people, brings facts and evidence along with local values to actually make really good decisions. The election is 17 months away. Last month I had a very good meeting with Justin Trudeau. We had a good one-on-one discussion about the challenges ahead. Justin Trudeau is working extremely hard to build a very diverse team that is ready to govern. And when Justin Trudeau becomes Prime Minister, we need to ensure that Alberta is represented in Ottawa. We need to ensure that our riding is represented at the table in Ottawa. And I want to work hard, I am going to work hard to be that voice on behalf of the riding. But I do need your help. Most importantly, I need some of your precious time. Time first to get to know me better, share with me your story. Time to introduce me to your friends, family, and time to get involved in what I think is going to be a very fun and engaging campaign over the next 17 months. There is no shortage of opportunities to get involved in any capacity you can make available. So thank you very much. I'm very committed. I'm very excited about the journey ahead. Thank you.